Alright, Ängelholm's Advanced Tier 2. Let's continue on here. I'll check into speed record at Monza. And for this one, let's actually take 1-1. Sure, why not? And it's going to be at the road course, so we can really push it hard. And see, 358.1 is the target. And that seems quite doable, doesn't it? When you have some extra 100 kph to spare at the top of your speedometer, you know what I mean? That's a lot of headroom. Just to make sure we brake early enough so we can make it through these sharp chicanes without any incidents, because obviously we don't want to dampen. If you crash, obviously it affects the car's performance. Yeah, I mean 1-1 just handles significantly more like responsive than Regera and even the new Agera RS. Given that this car is fully upgraded, but still, even when we were running the special event featuring this car to win this, gosh, what was it called? I don't even remember. One-on-one, that's what it was called. That was a good special event, and yeah, and when we were running through that series, this car just immediately felt more responsive, I feel like, than all the other Koenigsegg's that we've had up to that point in the game, which is, I think, just about all of them, right? I think this was one of the last Koenigseggs that was offered in the game. Obviously, we got a new one, Agera RS, but yeah, so the handling of 1-1, definitely a lot more, I don't know, enjoyable experience. I do like this car very much. It's a shame that I don't get to race it as often. It's getting caught keeping up with the new content the game throws at us, right? Anyway, let's continue on here as the lap around Monza takes out about 8 service bars. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's a lot of service bars taken out for a single lap, but that seems to be the case at Monza. Moving on, we got head-to-head at Daytona. Of course, single lap, it's going to be a rolling start, as races tend to be rolling start here at Daytona. And it's going to be the road course. So between the motorcycle course and the road course, of course, road course slightly longer track variation. And looks like our opponent's got the Regera. So theoretically, I should be not struggling. There we go, nice and easy. And we get a left-hander here for the road course. And I'm still braking relatively conservative here, early braking. Although I think this one I can push a little bit further than I would with the other two counterparts featured in the series. But yeah, 1-1, what a beast. It is quite enjoyable car, I think, to race in the game. I mean, I do enjoy the variety, of course, we have in the game. Is that there are certain cars that are perhaps a little less frustrating. And out of the Koenigsegg collections, I think 1-1 is definitely the best handling out of the game. So it's the least frustrating car to race. So, you know. All right, so that is another gold trophy. Pick up a few more fame points here. All right. And that takes out under 3 or 4 service bars, about 4.5 maybe. But that's a-okay. All right, so let's continue on to wrap up Tier 2 with a Cup at Melbourne. PR 82.5 required. Of course, 2 cars that I own, both are fully upgraded. So, yeah, circuits like Melbourne, I think 1-1 is definitely going to be having some serious edge over Regera. It's because of the reasons that I mentioned earlier. It's just a lot more responsive with the way it handles. So, and we got a bunch of 1-1 at the front of the grid. So we'll see how competitive these bots decide to get. A little difficult to avoid contact here at narrow streets of Melbourne, but we'll try to minimize the contact if we can help it. There we go. Somehow managed to not crash into these multi-million-dollar vehicles, and we casually just bump and grind into all sorts of, yeah, like that. Your insurance agent would not be happy. Or maybe they'd be quite happy, I don't know. The premium would be exorbitant, but as they say, if you have to worry about that, you probably cannot afford one of these cars, right? If you have to ask how much it is, right? Alright, so a smooth ride, a weaving corner to corner, swing wide, cut across inside. Well, that was pretty wide. So from outside, inside, bounce back to outside. You know the drill. Alright, so pretty clean race for the most part. Good deal. With a almost 400-meter lead earlier. Take it easy through the finish line. Just over 2 minutes for 2 laps. Alright, so very, very minor damage, I suppose, if we're talking collision penalty of single-digit racing dollar amount, right? Anyway, just maybe another 4 service bars taken out there for a couple of laps around Melbourne. And that will do it for the Tier 2 of this Ängelholm's Advanced Bonus Series, featuring 3 beautiful Koenigseggs here. So, alright, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video, so stay tuned.